Good morning and welcome to the morning homework session for Monday, October the 28th. If you're visiting us from Twitter, this is Quantum Leap. We are a self-organized learning environment. We've been running a private Skype chat room for about 4 years now. If you're interested in checking out the room, you'll need a Skype account. It's free to open. It's easy to do so. And then you can send me a contact request at Doug_McKay. I'll be the one from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Skype Quantum Leap has been around. We're a group of traders, just a group of retail traders that get together on a daily basis to talk about the markets. We also get together in these homework sessions to get our levels set up, and I do my analysis, and then Howard comes in and does his analysis, and just to get us going to start the day. So we're going to get going. The first thing I like to do is like to look at the overall trends and see where we are within the overall trends. Of course, we had a close on Friday at 1754, and we put a new high in the Globex at 1762.25. They seem to be putting these new highs in the extended session or in the Globex quite often. But looking at the trend from the macro to micro, the monthly trend is still very strong. Good slope and separation of the 9 EMA and the 20 SMA, and we're trading above the prior month's levels and creating this blow off top. Going down to the weekly, again, trend is very strong. We've got good slope and good separation. We've got a technical gap right here. Tech gap is when the price action moves away from the 9 EMA. It'll either get closed by time by moving sideways and the EMA coming up and catching up to it, or by price by coming down and meeting the EMA. But right now we do have a technical gap, but overall the trend is very strong on the weekly. On the daily, we've got great slope and separation. Price is actually paralleling the 9 EMA quite nicely. We do have a naked cross down here at 1690, but that can be weeks before we close this. I wanted to talk about the 9 EMA and the 20 SMA crossing, which is what we call a naked cross. We had a nice close of one today. What I thought was a very good example. Here's one that we had right here where, early in the Sunday night session, price launched up and went and made that new high, but left a naked cross right here down at 1753, right near the open, the close of Friday, and it looked like we were going to hold overnight, but then we rolled over and we came down and closed that naked cross. It's a study I've been running for a few years now, and it's quite powerful. Going over to the geometric chart. Long-term upward sloping fork, we're above the center line, so we're looking to see if we come up and test the upper line, which will bring us into that 1770, 1780 area. The new modified shift fork that I added, we're above its center line as well. So again, if we go and test the upper line of that one, that'll put us into a test of the 1800s. And then this one that I added in last week, we've been basically going sideways and tried to break out of the upper line of the fork, but we broke back in. We have an energy point here at the 1770. That's still my target above, but we don't know if it's going to happen. It's a little bit ways in the future. Right now I'm looking for us to come down, close that technical gap, test the center line of the modified fork down here at the 1733 area, and then if we get below that, a test of this lower fork. And to do that today, we'd have a 1722 area and 1733. Not exactly sure that's going to happen today. I think the fact that we went up and made a new high, is going to hold value up here. Our inventory overnight definitely was mostly long. We opened up just inside Friday's range, came down to this 52.75 area, and then we just skyrocketed up to the 62 and hung out there most of the night. Overnight VPOC is 1758, but we have sold off a bit and we've come down, and we're currently trading now just below the close on Friday. But if we look at the composite chart, you know, we have all these gaps that we created. We created this gap right here on the launch up. We have this gap right here, and then we have this gap right here. We did come down and close the upper gaps. Oh, come on, go to the back. We did close these gaps, these two gaps right here. I thought this, you know, overnight we were going to get another gap. It looks like we're going to open up in range. But we are trading in this this new distribution zone up here. The numbers you want to keep an eye on is that 1754, obviously because it's a CHVN, but more importantly because it'll be the naked close that we've got. 51 and 49, and then 45.50. And the big number below us still is that 1738.75, which is the microcomposite naked VPOC right now, and the CHVN. If we take a look at the overnight, let's take our overnight and move our numbers over. Of course, we've got a new all-time high and month high and week high and day high at 62.25. Our overnight low is 51.50. Which is going to put us right on top of the value area for yesterday. And then I don't think we still have some time to go, but I don't think we're going to get a VPOC shift. So the overnight VPOC is sitting at 58, just above the prior day range. So in terms of my hypotheses going into today, you know, we had pretty tight distribution on Friday around that VPOC around 1750. We have the close, the naked close at 1754, and we're trading below it right now. So you want to keep an eye on this 52.25, which was the LVN just above the value area. So I'm going to be trading off of that this morning, and I'm looking for us to hold that. If we hold above that going into the open, then I'm looking for a rotation back up to take out the naked close at 54 and this HVN at 54, push through to test the range high, and then if sellers step in there to hold us in value, then come down and come through, test the value area low, the value area high and the overnight low, take out the overnight low, come down and take out the naked VPOC at 1750 and trade inside of the value area, test the 48. That will be another area that I'll be doing business at. And if we get back into this area, I think we're going to get some consolidation and some horizontal development today, with possible lower push to test the value area low, not the value area low, the range low at 46.75, and we have that naked VPOC down at 1745.50. So I'm looking for us to go up, close the gap, have sellers step in at the 55.75 area, and then rotate down through to these lower numbers. My second hypothesis is, they come up and fill the gap, and then break above the the range from Friday, go up and take out the overnight VPOC, and continue this move and possibly go and put a new high in above the 62.25 and take out the overnight high. I think that overnight high is fairly strong, so that's my secondary hypothesis. But hey, this market's been so strong, and the fact that we put that all-time high in the Globex, we could get the equalization between the RTH and the Globex session. If we find some real weakness coming in here, then I'd look for us to leave the gap and push through into the value area and take out these lower numbers and rotate back down towards the 3875, which is that major microcomposite VPOC below us. At some point in time, we have to get some rotation back down to close some of these gaps and do some repair work in the auction. In terms of the Keltner, we've come down overnight. We're currently trading at the lower Keltner line. We're likely to get this Renko reversal bar on the open or even before, but if we come back down and close below the lower Keltner line, then I'd be looking for a walk the line setup down towards that 50 and that 4650 or 4675 low below. So that is a possible setup right now. A test of the center line of the Keltner will bring us to 1758, which will be back into our overnight VPOC, and then a test of the upper Keltner line, of course, will give us a brand new high and take out the overnight high. Taking a look at gold, we are, coming up and finding some consolidation here now that we've got the breakout. The current microcomposite VPOC is 1347. We're trading just above this 1350, 170 area. As I posted in the room last night, I got short gold. I was looking for a rotation back into the 46, 47, and we did get that. But since then, we've come back up and holding just above the close from Friday. And if we stay above this 5170 CLVN, the two targets above again are the 63 and 66 with the 88 and 87 as the main targets above. But I'm looking for gold to consolidate in this area, try to hold value above the CLVN so we can get this final push through to up to the 63 and 66 area. In terms of, we have a possible inverted cup and handle formation setting up. This is why I'm looking for that move back towards that 54. We need to move up to the 55. That will give us the validation of the inverted cup. The extended target, we have to wait for the handle to validate before we can get the measured move, but the other extended measured move is down here to the 1742, and that will fit with the move down to take out some of these lower crosses that we've got, which I want to put into my chart right now. On the 5-minute, we have a naked cross at 1760 that we put in overnight last night. So just below that all-time high. We've got one on the 5-minute at 1751, just below us. And then a little bit further below, we've got one down here at 1744, 75, which is just below this naked VPOC, 74, 75. And then there's one on the 30-minute at 58.75, which is just above the overnight VPOC. So those are my levels, and those are my hypotheses for the day. We're currently trading still in around that 53. So again, look for that move on the open or just before the open to come in and take out that close. Doesn't look like Howard's going to show up this morning, so that's going to complete our morning session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.